Does your company's Meet the Team page have a random collection of headshot photos? How do you keep a uniform look? If you're tasked with this assignment, I bet you're realizing it's a little trickier than your boss thinks it is. Watch this video for my take on how we can maintain a consistent headshot look across your entire organization. I'll cover the key steps in the process, along with some personal experience notes that I've picked up along the way. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Scott Lawrence, your Detroit-based headshot and portrait photographer. I help businesses with constantly evolving talent pools maintain a consistent, modern headshot look for everyone. For more headshot tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be notified when new videos are released. To start off, why does everybody need to match in the first place? A headshot look is part of your organization's branding. Our attention spans are short these days. You don't want people guessing whether or not they're in the right place when they come to your website. Otherwise, they may leave before you ever get a chance to get their contact information. Posting a bunch of random pictures really just sends a message that you're not concerned with the details. And I don't think this is a message you want to send in any profession. Details matter, but maybe you want to showcase the individuality in your talent pool. As a headshot photographer, we really do this with expression. That's what makes you you, after all. And we can do this while maintaining a consistent look throughout your organization. You can certainly be a little more flexible in the wardrobe standards. I think this really helps people feel more themselves. I mean, if nobody's wearing a suit and tie to the office these days, do you really need to be wearing a suit and tie in your pictures? That's up to you, but something to consider. The first step then in the new hire photography process is really about setting a general look and aesthetic for the image. That'll include a standard crop, background, and a lighting setup. Remember, these images will probably be used for years to come. So trust me, you want to keep things as simple as possible, but you really want to incorporate that scenic skyline you have out your window. Well, if you're in a big city like Chicago or New York, the visual scene out your window may be pretty epic, but you have to ask yourself, is that look gonna translate to your suburban satellite office? Probably not. And even if we do the required Photoshop work to make it sort of work, your clients or customers are gonna know that that's not the right look out your window. For the crop, think about whether or not you want to use a vertical or a square image, or you could do something more of a widescreen format. A lot of law firms or consulting firms do this, where you see the image across a header. There's not really a right answer here. Just think about the implications and how the images will be used. It's also not a bad idea to bring in your company's graphic designer or maybe a web designer too. They can tell you kind of what constraints they're working under with any other branding or design guidelines that they have to work with. They'll appreciate this. In terms of crop, just one example I wanted to throw out. Say you decide on a waist-up vertical shot. This is unfortunately not the most flattering look for all body types. It may look good on you, but then again, you may be hitting the gym pretty hard these days. So that's why I always recommend, unless you're working with any particular constraints, to consider a nice tight shoulders up headshot crop. So how often do we photograph? I find that working basically on an as needed basis is pretty sufficient. I'm happy to travel to locations for a handful of people, but individual updates can be done pretty easily right out of my studio. If you're adding a remote colleague, I can even pass along the instructions to another photographer out of state or even out of the country. I might even be able to help you find that photographer as well. So how do we schedule? I'm a big fan of online scheduling where it works, and it really works well in this process. To start, I send you a booking link that you can pass along to anybody as they come into the organization. They go in and make an appointment on their own calendar, and then they receive the confirmations, reminders, all that sort of thing. So this keeps you out of the process and keeps it off your plate. After the session, I'll work directly with your new hire to pick out their favorite image, and then I'll get the image processed and edited to any particular standards that we've agreed on. Once everything is ready, I'll get you the image turned around as soon as possible, so you'll be ready to use it on the website or anywhere else you might need to use it. And that's it. Then we simply repeat as your company continues to grow. So I hope this gives you a good sense of the process. My clients absolutely love this offering. If you have more questions though, don't hesitate to ask. You can reach out below in the comments, or you can also contact me directly. Again, all my information is in the description below. If you want to try an individual session right out of my studio, you can book that right at scottlawrencephoto.com. And I look forward to seeing you. Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend or colleague who might be in the market for a new headshot.